Thank you. Turning the mic down so it's hopefully not as dank. Because yeah, I can see on OBS it's very, very sensitive today. I don't know why. What? It's fine right now. Okay. Hello. Time for some more of the ghost trick. I think we're on chapter 17 today. Yeah. So we have 2 chapters left, I think. Let's go, huh? 5:10 a.m. The night approaches its end when not Sissel is going to cease to exist. The upended the submarine, that's right. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. So yeah, the submarine like sank, and then we were like directing Lynn out, and then she got like rescued, and then like we're like stuck in the submarine as it sinks. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Or maybe we got pulled along with them. Poor little Fanny who isn't as strong as you remembered. I think it was pretty good. The little like spray bottle thing was excellent too. Is this claw thing that grabbed us, wasn't it? Eek. Oh, it's like a fucking amalgamation. Oh, rip. What the hell? What the fuck's a little being? What the? Oh. Oh, one. Oh, it's like Sissel's face. Hello, folks. Welcome in. Yeah, this is Ghost Trick. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just starting for the day, really. Hello, hello. I see you managed to survive, Detective. Hope you all had a good time. I don't know if there was a stream today or anything. If not, I hope you've all been having a good Tuesday. If there was a stream, I hope it was good. Hope you all had a good time. I'm sorry if my mic is a little bit peaky today. Sometimes it's a little sensitive. Thank you for the bits, Arlo. Very kind. Hello everyone, welcome. Mic is fine. Nice. Thank you. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. You said you had one job, but it's not not exactly conspicuous when you come in, you know. So, thank you very much. Thanks for the subs. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you. This is Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. This is the game. Okay, so is this us? Have we taken over this body? Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh. Well, subtrain, huh? So this isn't us then? It's been a while since I've seen the hype train. Thanks for the follow, Rosalina. Had no telling, hey? Yeah, it was obvious. It's obvious, like, in it. You need to catch up with past episodes so you can understand the storyline. I really would. It's a like a visual novel puzzle game by the same creator of the Ace Attorney games. If you enjoy those, you'll like this. You can play this on. It was originally on the original DS, but it's been re-released and remastered for PC and modern consoles as well, I think. So you can play it on most things, really. Yeah, if your brother likes Ace Attorney, he'll like this. It's the same creator, so. Alright, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? That's me. Yep. You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? Have I heard of DDLC? Doki Doki? I have, yes. If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. Is this the other Phantom that's been kind of fucking about this whole game? The art style's really good. It's a really nice art style. It's very different to Ace Attorney, but the character designs are at least sort of similar. Doki Doki is a wild game. I watched a playthrough of it a while ago. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Oh, we've lost our form. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I play really the constant file notifications too funny. Yep. It happens anytime on one of these raids. I play mainly story-based stuff, single-player games. We always have 3 games ongoing at a time. So we're playing this, Pikmin 3, and Killer Frequency, which was actually recommended by someone who came from one of these raids. So we're starting that fairly soon. I do love horror games, yes. Big horror game fan. I have not played Disco Elysium. It's on the list to play at some stage in the future. But I will be playing it at some stage, yes. I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. Not really Stardew. Nah, not really my type of game. But I can appreciate that it's a good game. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. But man's like a ghostly mech. The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth, or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Last of Us? Yes. Excellent time. I played the first Last of Us multiple times. On the PS3, PS4, and the PS5 remake. I played Last of Us Part 2. I'm going to be replaying it at some stage. Yep, love Last of Us. Who is this spectral guy? Thanks for all the follows, everyone. Much appreciated. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. Witcher fan? Yeah, I played Witcher 3 many years ago and I really liked it. I aim to play the 3 Witcher games on stream at some stage. I really like Witcher 3 and I want to play the rest of them as well. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Oh, so this was the... Right. Yes, this is the guy that was in Sissel's body. But yeah, they stole his fragment and it was his like kind of spirit was left to wander. Yeah, the stream list is very long. I played Until Dawn. Yep, Until Dawn was very good. Like that a lot. Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has 2 effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Right. Let's finally get the fucking deets from this man. This guy's been plaguing us for the whole game. The radiation's power effect. He's 10 years. I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers. Do you play mostly animated kind of games? No, I play really anything. As long as it's single player, I'll probably play it. Like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago. When Detective Jared shot him. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Yeah, Missile's body was in the meteorite, the crater. The Ori games were really good, yeah. I played, what's the first one? Ori in the Blind Forest. I played that one. The VOD for that whole playthrough is saved on my YouTube channel. And I want to play the second one soon. That's whenever I get the time. This must be so confusing if you haven't seen the story. Agreed, yeah. I played a little bit of Persona 5. It's again another one that I'll be playing fully at some stage on stream. Aren't the Temsec remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteor's radiation too. Yep. Who were we though? Who were we? Hey, the art style is really good, and the music is fantastic as well. This is really, really good. Radiation's time effect. Oh, I basically, apart from like Overwatch and like Blizzard games and Marvel Snap, I basically stream everything I play. So it will be streamed if we play or in the Will of the Wisps. Radiation's time effect. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of the meteorite. I actually really like this kind of clockwork assemblage look here. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? Ah, this is also strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. Makes about as much sense to me as anything else. But Missile's great. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment. My very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? Contradictory existence. That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. Yeah, they're all just like floating together. Really cool. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. Yeah, it was like frozen in time. Yeah. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Got this on and drawing is so calming. Even the dun, 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 every 3 seconds. I do. While I'm not responding to every follow, do know I'm very appreciative. Thank you, thank you. Why the DD her on the hair? So this is the spirit that was in the real. This is real Sissel. The guy who had Sissel's body, and he had the sharp like blonde hair. You're basically saying it didn't change for 10 years. Revenge. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. Didn't the robot say it? Yeah, the robot said that, but the spirit inside the robot is real Sissel's spirit. So, real Sissel came to the submarine, and while his spirit was out moving around, the villains stole the meteorite fragment from his chest, essentially cutting off his access to his body. So now he's taken up this form, but it still kind of looks like him. So he's still kind of like he still has the the mind creates the form really. Hi everyone, welcome in. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives. As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order, but I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsik. Uh-oh. They're going after Joyd, they're going after Cabanela, I think was he there as well. Detective Joyd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Yeah, there's Cabanela. Inspector Cabanela and that junkyard super. They were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, me. He's one of them as well, right? No done some dinosaurs. I was one of their targets as well. Yep. You weren't safe either, Bosco, huh? So they stole my Temsik fragment, and here I am. Yeah, they pulled it out of him last stream. But they had one more final target. Lynn, right? It's either us or Lynn. Yep. You, detective. Me? Yeah, Lynn was there as a kid when the meteorite struck. One final target. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Oh, okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later and you become a detective looking into Joyd's case. Tonight I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. You enjoying, Sonny? I would recommend getting it. It's really good. Not that expensive either, because it's a remaster. How long do you say this game is altogether? Do you recommend playing it all at once? So it's about 18 chapters, and every chapter is... It depends how good you are at the puzzles, really. It's about maybe about a 20-hour game. 15 to 20-hour game. There's a website called How Long to Beat, which is really good if you're interested in like roughly how long a game is going to take you. Not for the sake of speedrunning it or anything like that. But just if you generally want to know, I'll probably be finished around this date. How Long to Beat is the website you want. It'll give you, so people will like whenever they beat the game, they submit their times. And there's times for just doing the main story with some extras, and then everything. So that's kind of gives you an idea of like how long the game will take. So I don't know what it says for Ghost Trick. I would estimate somewhere between 15 and 20 hours is probably what it says. So it's very good though. Tonight I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Yeah, just from the start. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I'm making these noises, but it's gonna come on soon. Yeah, then he possesses Lynn, yeah. I took possession of you, there it is. It's making you shoot me. Congrats on the job, Sonny. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. Yep. Then his body rolls off the side, I think, doesn't it? Does gaming make a reflexes faster IRL? I wish so, huh? The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. Poor Lynn, I had no fucking clue what she did. Yeah, and here we are. It's the start of the game. Ready to save Lynn's life. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. It was us. I showed up. Break was good. Break was very good. I'm happy to be back streaming. I'm not happy to go back to work because it's going to be a fucking mental nightmare, like, but I'm back streaming. Break was very lovely. Thank you for asking, Princess. Yeah, visual novels and puzzle games probably not. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. Yeah, the fragment of the meteorite. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me a end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Joyd case. May help your mental ability to do puzzles faster? I guess. In some capacity, I suppose, yeah. You thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. Yeah, I really like this design, the Lomax design. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up to the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. Missile? Missile, help! I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. What? This feeling. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. Hello, fellow elf. This must be how you felt all along. Camilla's awake. Lynn? Camilla! It's true. We're stuck here. What? Oh, well, shouldn't have said that. If my dad... Her dad's the Justice Minister. If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. He's not questioning fucking Sissel sitting over here. Okay, Bill, I'm so sorry. Can you ask my name, or is that rude? No, that's not rude. Down below. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? He's still calling us Sissel, despite that not being our name. There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the... I don't have it in anymore? I'll do an odd time. Did really? Did I move it? Oh. No, I do. It's down there. It's down in the little about me part section. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsec fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute! Who's that? Yes, we do. What's in the pocket watch again? This will tell us where Detective Joyd is. A present from the Inspector in white. Hi, Charlie. He's back, huh? That's right. Detective Joyd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? And we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. Aye, but Lynn, we can't get out though. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure out something out between the three of us. With our powers. Right, Miss Lynn? Right, oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? Torpedo. In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Joy is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. I'll be cool if we had 3 powers now, but I think we only have Sissel and Missile. Alright, what can we do here? We can open the door. Open the door. I better not open this. That water will come gushing in, I bet. It's such a peaceful mood at the moment. No need to throw cold water on it. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call it peaceful. Alright, what have we got? We've got a bottle. Floor lamp. Got a control panel here. Oh. Okay. Grips. Why is this machine shoving grips at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin at the top of a top officer. Of the top officer. Doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now. Don't you think that country's use of technology is a little off? Says a guy who made a deal with said country. Hi, Farrell. You doing alright? 39 months for you, Charlie, and 30 for you, Farrell, huh? Thank you, yeah. Anyway. Looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. No, I don't want to get... Alright, so if it goes up at some stage, then we can climb. Oh, so it's just fucked. Probably have to do this, click it, and then jump into the grips as it moves, so we can be raised up. Up we go! Now we can get into the telephone. Torpedo room? Or the engine room? Try the torpedo room. Torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Joyd up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Yep. That was a thing, yeah. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 chibs, so there must be one. There should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the chib. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. Big missile. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Hackermans. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! Oh god, we're gonna fucking just launch ourselves, eh? That missile? The switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? But I don't think the entire device is broken though. It would probably work just fine if I could move the switch. We just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone. We need missile. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. There we go, now we can swap these switches around. Ah, okay, that's pretty good. Alright, this one should work, right? There's our missile. There we go. The torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right. Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Oh god, here we go. In we get. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Joyd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be our window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Fire in the hole! Okay, come on, missile. Hi, Curtis.
1 year? That's almost a year.
It is almost a year, huh? Thank you very much, eh? Come on, missile. Missile? Missile doesn't want to go, does he? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. There's a little boy here. I want you to go, Missile. What? But, Miss Lynn? You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other again. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! He's coming. That's a good one, Missile. Time to go. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you. For everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again. Right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you. No matter what happens. Here it goes then. Good luck, friend. Go. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, 12 seconds are up. Here's the command room. Alright. 12 seconds, we jumped in. Detective Joyd. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him. You better not, you might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. I wonder what this masked man is going to do. He's probably a robot. Let's talk to Detective Joyd. Is he even fucking conscious? My man's zonked. Sorry for the wait, Detective Joyd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla, and what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Joyd about everything that happened on the submarine Yonoa. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. Oh, fucking hell, who's this? I know the answer to that one. Did other Sissel come with us? Yep. He came too. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Joyd. Are you Yomiel? Oh shit, we're getting the names, huh? You're gonna take on the real form. Yep. This is, the ghosts take on the form of what the person is believing they look like. So you remember me, do you? Like some fucking biblical angel sort of name. It sounds like something you would have heard in Bayonetta. How could I possibly forget? So where does the name Sissel come from then? Was that our name? That's your real name, huh? Yomiel. That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Sissel. Yeah, exactly. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. Oh, I see. I didn't see any need to tell him my real name. Could you do me a favor? Could you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure. Go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Joyd? Right. How about Yomiel? 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at recognizing or reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. Yeah, he got arrested, didn't he? I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Joyd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. Rip. You talking about horror films? I love horror films. Real motive for revenge. 10 years ago. There comes Temsik. Yep. Crash lands in the park. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world. No question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Who are we? Not even the passage of time could heal my brain. In fact, it only made it worse. We're passing by like every character we've seen so far. Oh, and L. I wanted to disappear. But I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was a twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. Alma is Joyd's wife, if you've forgotten. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. The deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial one. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. So yeah, so this image here, this real person, they were a real man 10 years ago. They died. Now we know they're called Yomiel. They died and were like affected by the radiation of the meteorite, and that gave them their give their spirit like special ghost powers. And yeah, he basically used his spirit to like manipulate his body, so he could continue to exist in that body for the last 10 years. But yeah, then recently in like the last chapter or so, he lost his physical body, so he made up that little robot body just so he could move around. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. Giving Jojo? Kind of, yeah. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. Betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsik was all about. You had no idea they were doing all this. None at all. I was a fool. There's actually there's a reference to this in, I believe, the Great Ace Attorney. Do you remember from the Great Ace Attorney 2? There was the Mario and there's the little Mario character, and then also the character from France, like the red-haired duo from the Red-Headed League. They whenever they're talking about where they're from, they say they came from like Temsik Academy or something like that, and it's referencing Temsik from Ghost Trick. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? Why not? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. There's Cabanela. By Inspector Cabanela and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. I'm dreading. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Oh. There's the hippie guy, yeah. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. What? He's a government agent? Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield or on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsik meteorite. So that's it, eh? Yeah, interesting, okay. So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah. It's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. See, now we recruit him, huh? He realizes the error of his ways. Now he's on our side. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Joyd back to life, of course. What? What will that do now? Well, we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla will save them. Now, I can't do that without you, Detective Joyd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Back in time. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Let's go. What happened in this tiny enclosed space? 4:23 a.m. So, where are we headed? You're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There is only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped in here too. I fucking told you he was a robot. By the way, I'm not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. They get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Uh-oh. Jesus. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Says Detective every time. Every single sentence. Ugh. Camilla. Forgive me. No. Okay, we need to stop the gun. It isn't over yet. It isn't. Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. It's funny having the Sissel thing here, and then... because this is the visual we've been associating with us for the whole game. And now we're the little ghost blob with the glasses, because now that this person has retaken their identity. But we don't know who we are. Oh. Alright. See what there is here that we can interact with. Okay, that's a bit of dialogue at the start. Alright, we need to have a scope out the room. The Ghost of the Glass would be a sick tattoo. I agree. If you like Ghost Trick, it's a good one. Yeah. Oh. But is it detective? Is it the fact that there's a core on Sissel's body, or Yomiel's body? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell? Give us some kind of lead? What happens if we go to it? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is they are so afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsik fragment has been taken away. Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back. Back to 4 months before your death. Way back in time. But, wait, like, back 10 years ago? Ugh. Thanks for hanging out, Honeycat. Much appreciated. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. Are we going to go back 10 years? Alright, 10 years and 4 minutes. Oh, the clock's going. Whoa! I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh! New song. 4 months before death variation. I love that animation, that image. It's so cool. Well, after this, we're on to the False Nails done nothing but hinder your gaming. Rip, get them off. After this, we're on to the final chapter of the game, and I don't know how long it is, so I think we're going to leave it there. So we have what's today? Tuesday? Thank you, Sammy. So streams for this week we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Tuesday we'll play Ghost Trick tomorrow. We'll finish Ghost Trick tomorrow. So that'll be Wednesday's stream. Thursday we will start Killer Frequency, I think. And then Friday we'll play Pikmin 3. We might finish Pikmin 3, which means I need to, on Friday night I need to think of what we're replacing Pikmin 3 with. But we'll finish we will finish Ghost Trick Phantom Detective tomorrow, which means its replacement will start next week. So thanks for watching. Only about an hour stream today. Jesse Pikmin. I've seen a very funny meme. It's like a red Pikmin in Jesse's clothes. That cracked me up. Jesse. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks everyone who came by with the raids and all such. Thank you very much, everyone. All the follows, very much appreciated. We'll resume Ghost Trick tomorrow. We'll finish Ghost Trick tomorrow. Thank you. See you later on, everyone. Bye-bye.